Hi, I'm Christine Butkus, Executive Director of Surrey Cares. We're here today with Dan's Legacy to announce a grant of $75,000 from the Government of Canada's Emergency Community Support Fund. These funds will be used to support vulnerable youth, and we're happy for the work that Dan's Legacy is doing to support the citizens of Surrey during COVID-19.
Thank you for having us out here today. My name is Baltej Dillon. I'm one of the directors on the board of Dan's Legacy. Well, I'm pleased to be here today to thank our friends at Surrey Cares and for their outstanding and longtime support of Dan's Legacy, and also help you understand the importance of this grant and how it translates into helping our community. Through the federal government's Emergency Community Support Fund, Surrey Cares awarded a grant of $75,000 to Dan's Legacy. These funds will help us hire one more trauma-informed therapist to our team. This is critically necessary, as our counselors have witnessed 50% increase in hospitalizations for youth for psychosis, overdose, and suicide attempts since the start of COVID-19. Referrals to our program from various government agencies, community organizations, and the youth themselves are also up by 50%. We know that the coronavirus crisis has had a significantly negative impact on the mental health of many people in our community, especially our youth clients. These are young people in our community who are already struggling with psychosis, depression, anxiety, and substance abuse issues. And for many of us, they're invisible. Folks that we don't interact with, don't see often. Many of them are homeless and hungry, and particularly vulnerable to opportunistic diseases such as COVID-19. Our clients are mostly youth, our future, who are in or aging out of foster care. And they have multiple barriers accessing health authority mental health programs. We close this gap by going directly to the youth wherever they are, having no wait lists, and providing our services for free. Dan's Legacy has a 50% success rate in helping youth to stabilize after only 4 months of trauma-informed and culturally sensitive therapy. We provide support to our clients in many ways, helping them to work towards their educational, employment, and recovery goals. While counseling forms the bulk of our core programming, we also provide wraparound programs for our LGBTQ2S and Indigenous clients, as well as a fitness program and a food bank community dinner program. Our therapists go above and beyond when it comes to helping our clients. They help them apply for income assistance. They bring grocery hampers and hot meals directly to their homes when they cannot come to us. They are there in the hospital as a labor coach when one of our young mums is having a baby, connecting them to organizations that provide secure housing. They're taking them out for meals or walks in the park, for therapy sessions, because any other environment is a trigger. They are connecting them to their community to discover their cultural heritage and build self-esteem. Approximately 95% of our youth clients are supported by our bursary program, which is why we fundraise so that our services may be provided for free. When we help someone stabilize and we understand their trauma origins, their mental health and addiction issues, they become empowered to take back control of their lives. Prevention is where we have to head to. As a career police officer, I can tell you that enforcement is not the answer. Handcuffs are not going to get us out of this situation, and it's the last thing we need for some of our youth. Many of our clients, because they grew up in foster care, have on average a grade 8 education. They have multiple barriers accessing post-secondary educational opportunities or job skills training programs. Without this advanced education or training, their job prospects are limited to minimum wage jobs. None of us would settle for that. Why should we expect them to? When given a chance, however, most of these young people are quick to take advantage of the opportunity, which is why we have devised our own job skills training program, which will provide these worthy young people the chance to receive certification as professional cooks, warehouse managers, and commercial drivers. The entire program will operate under the clinical supervision of our therapist, Catherine Priest-Perrys, who was hired thanks to the funding we received from Surrey Cares. COVID-19 has prevented the start of phase 1 of the program, the introduction to cook, but we will launch that as soon as we get the green light from health authorities. Phase 2 will be the warehouse management and commercial driving modules, which we are proud to be offering in partnership with Sources BC. We know from experience how important it is to be able to secure a well-paying job. A job that will help our youth clients live independently, look after themselves, look after their families, and most importantly, be able to become a contributing member of our community. COVID-19 has been a great challenge for our communities, but we are grateful for the support of the federal government's Emergency Community Support Fund and the trust we have from our friends at Surrey Cares. And we work so hard that here it says we received $70,000 because in the time that I took to share these words with you, we already spent $5,000 of that money. We know that working together, looking out for the most vulnerable in the community, and sharing resources, we can be the change that is needed. The overdose crisis has seen unprecedented numbers, the highest ever recorded in BC in the past 2 months. And as I learned today, on average, 11 Canadians are dying a day because of the overdose crisis. But we can fight this. Harm reduction initiatives save lives. But at Dan's Legacy, we're working upstream, getting ahead of the issue with our harm prevention strategies. We want to thank Surrey Cares for giving us the support we needed to grow our team, to help more at-risk youth in the community get the mental health and wraparound support that they critically need. And if there are those that need our support, if you know someone who is struggling, who's moving through a challenging time, who is alone, who requires support and assistance, reach out to us so that we can reach out to them.